Welcome to Rated Call. Fuck, be free to comment and judge. Give me a middle finger if you want, but don't forget to subscribe.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Michael Seguja, and today I'm going to open Maya and show you a feature that I think you have not opened before, and that is paint effects. So I've seen paint effects in Maya since I opened Maya in 2012, and here we are in Maya. So you can use paint effects to generate flowers, trees, and all other kinds of vegetation, grass, and all those things. So you can mix paint effects with other features in Maya to create awesome results. And to get to paint effects in Maya, you come to Generate, Get Brush, and under the content browser you have paint effects, and you can see 5. Go through all these. You can see the different paint effects you can get. I love this. This is lightning, and I'll show you features that you've not seen before in Maya. So come with me as I take you through. You have feathers, you have fibers, you have fire, you have flesh, you have flowers, you have flower meshes. You have all different kinds of meshes. You even have food. You even have food mesh. You have fun. You have fun mesh. You have galactic. You have glass. You have glows, and all other things. And you have trees. Trees in Maya. Tree meshes in Maya, and you have flowers in Maya. So I'm going to choose one. Under the trees mesh, or under the trees, I'm going to choose the batchblowing.mel file. So I'll double click it, minimize, and here I get a brush. So if I paint, you can see I'm painting different trees in my viewport, and right there you have trees in Maya. But remember, paint effects are heavy, so if you don't have a good PC, your machine is going to lag, like how you're seeing here. So I have my trees painted here in Maya. We are not done yet, Nenials, we are not done. So I'm going to show you all around. By press Ctrl A, I'll go into the attribute editor in Maya. The attribute editor is where attributes of your objects that you put in your scene appear. So the scale, everything, like your attributes, your hair. If you have hair, that's your attribute. If you have eyes, that's your attribute. If you have a big butt, that's your attribute. If you have a small dick, that's your attribute. So we have attributes in Maya. So if I click my paint effects, you can see I've painted a lot, and I'm going to reduce this. So by going to my attribute editor, you can see the sample density. I can see the global scale here. So under the stroke, so paint effects in the background, we are painting strokes, curves per se. So under here, I'm going to reduce my sample density to 0.3. And you can see my trees get fewer in the viewport. And I can also go back and I reduce this to 0.01. And I remain with only one tree. So you can play with this number here. You can play with this number to get your results. And as you can see, my tree doesn't look like a tree, really. Doesn't look like a tree. So how can I make it look like a tree? But remember, when you paint in paint effects, what you paint, whatever you paint, comes with textures. But I'm going to show you how you convert this tree to look like an actual tree with the different attributes of this tree. So when you paint your tree, you have other things that you can do to make it awesome. So if I come to the Windows or the modify and I search for convert, I'll look for a feature called paint effects to polygons, and I'm going to change this paint effects to polygons. So if I click the options box here, I can see the poly limit is 100,000 polygons, but I want more, so I'll turn it. I think the limit is 1 million, so I'll change it to 1 million, and I'll click quad output because quads are nice. When you go to the gym, you concentrate on your quads so that you don't have small legs. So even in Maya, quads are nice. Even in 3D, quads are nice. So make sure you work on your quads. So click on the quad output and then press convert. And here, what do we have here? I think we have polygons, and I think we have quads. Look at this. Look. Okay, so we have quads. Now, what next? All right. Okay. All right. So I'll put a flow. Oh, look. I have a flow by creating a plane. So I'll select my tree. I'll go under the outliner. Look for this group. By pressing W, I can bring the gizmo for movement. But I want my gizmo to be in the middle of the tree. So what do? I come here and press this. This is called the center pivot. Or you can go to select. Is that edit? Where is it? Create. Don't. Create, modify, center pivot. And I'll center my pivot like this. But look, it's in the middle and I want it to be at the bottom. What do? I press the space bar, go into the orthographic views, come to this view, look for my cursor. So if I move the tree to move, I press D. Press D. You can change the location of the 3D cursor. Press D again, and look. So go the top view, and then I'll put this right in the middle. And here I have my tree. So if I press 6 on the keyboard, I can see my textures. Look, I have textures. So I have textures here, but you can see my tree is low res and these textures don't look nice. So what do? I want to edit this tree. But first, I want to work on my textures. But wait. You see this tree? So I'll pause my tutorial and we'll continue from there next time. Cheers!